I started this week off with a 5 pound increase on bench press, working up to 360 pounds for a triple. Every week up until now, all 3 reps moved easily. This week, that last rep got a little hairy. The plan for next week is to go for 365 for a planned double, and if it feels like there's one more in the tank, go for 3. But I anticipated that I'd have to switch to doubles about now, so this isn't surprising. I'm still very happy with the progression. I then performed 5 back-off sets at 305, which was 85% of today's heavy triple. These moved pretty smoothly and provided the desired volume to hopefully propel my bench press into next week's 365. Next was one of my favorites for overhead pressing, dumbbell half-half fulls. In this exercise, I did 2 half reps up to the point where the weight felt like it was slowing down, and then 1 full rep. All of this is equal to 1 rep. The target was 3 sets of 5, but I was a little ambitious with the weight selection at first, so I ended up settling on 70 pounds for my final set. The third movement is one of my favorites for the upper pecs, incline cable flies. I set the pen to 12 for the first set, then 14 for the next 2 sets, performing a total of 3 sets. The plan was to do 3 by 10, but I got ambitious on the last set and did 14. Next, I did 3 dumbbell crucifix hold walks with 25s, then increased to 27.5 pound dumbbells for the final 2 sets. I like to add productive movement anywhere I can, as I feel this adds a more functional element to my lifts. Next was dumbbell lateral raises. I did 5 sets of 10 with 40-pound dumbbells, quite a bit of weight for me, but they felt great. After the final set, I did what I call down the rack, going down in 5-pound increments from 35 to 10-pound dumbbells, doing this as many reps as possible at each weight in one big set. Finally, I finished with 2 max sets of a regular seated dumbbell shoulder press, using 45s for 21 reps on set 1 and 35 for 35 reps on set 2. On Tuesday, I was at a less camera-friendly gym, so I didn't record my training. I started that day with 4x6 weighted chin-ups at 50 pounds, and then basically completed a handful of bicep and tricep exercises with a focus on slow eccentrics, as this continues to be the best strategy for hypertrophy in my training. On Wednesday, I started with Hatfield Bulgarian split squats again. I bumped the weight up this week to 245 for 4 sets of 8 on each leg. I really love the effect these have not only on my leg growth, but my hips and lower back have never felt more stable. Single leg work really is a big key to athleticism. I then pushed the sled with 8 plates and a 25 for 4 sets of 100 feet, whereas last time I kept it at 8 plates. I felt strong and fast on this, and I'm very happy with the increase I was able to make. I was running low on time this day, so I finished up with 3 sets of 10 eccentric hamstring curls at the 16 pin on the weight stack, and 2 sets of 1-minute weighted planks with a 45-pound plate on my back. Later this day, I went to another gym and performed 4 sets of 8 eccentric lat pull downs with an overhand grip, followed by 4 sets of 8 seated cable rows with a close grip, going up in weight each set. On the final set, I used the entire weight stack and achieved 8 clean reps, which I was very happy with. I then put myself through a floor-based upper back and shoulder routine involving Ys, Ts, and As, among other exercises, holding 5-pound plates in my hands. I'll try to document this one next week, as I believe it's a great shoulder health workout. On Thursday, I trained again at another gym and did not utilize the camera. On Friday, I began working up to a heavy single deadlift at 560 pounds, a full 100 pounds below my all-time best deadlift of 660. I've slowly been working my way back up to my old deadlift numbers, and 560 was a good milestone for me. I came to the gym feeling pretty fatigued from the week, so this was a welcome surprise. I then did 3 back-off sets at 455. The first 2 sets I did 3 reps, but it felt easy, so I did 6 on the last one. I'm still trying to gauge where I'm at on the deadlift now, so much of this is an experiment, but on that final set, I felt like I could have done about 10 reps. I then moved into some seated cable curls, leaning forward a bit to get the most out of the position of the cables. These were incredibly difficult, and I'll be hitting these again next week, as I feel like I get a lot out of them. I did 4 sets of 12 on the 14 pin on the stack, so next week I'll try to go up in weight and maybe drop down to 10 reps. Next was my favorite tricep builder, the Safety Bar JM Press. This week I went heavier and worked up to 255 for a top set of 8. Next week I plan to do this weight again for 3 to 4 consecutive sets before increasing the weight. I then did some incline dumbbell curls with a heavy focus on the eccentric portion, completing 4 sets of 8 reps with 40-pound dumbbells. Lastly, I did the same forearm work as last week using 40 pounds for barbell wrist rollers. I did 3 sets of 4 in each direction and was actually able to complete all the reps this time, whereas last week I only made it through the first 2 or 3 reps on the last set. Overall, this was an excellent training week, and I'm very happy with my progress. Next week, I'll bump these weights up even more as I continue towards my goals for the year.